Now we're going to do a percent yield example problem. As always, we need a balanced equation. So I've got aluminum reacting with silver nitrate. And that's going to produce aluminum nitrate and silver. Silver is not diatomic, so it's simply Ag. Aluminum is 3 plus, nitrate 1 minus, so it should be AlNO3 parenthesis 3. To balance this equation, it looks like I need a 3 in front of the silver nitrate and then a 3 in front of the silver. Well, to figure out percent yield, the equation for percent yield is your actual yield divided by your expected yield, and then take that times 100. In reading the problem, it says if 25 grams of aluminum reacts with 145 grams of silver nitrate, and I get 72 grams of silver, what's the percent yield? So they're telling me what the actual yield is. That's 72 grams. I need to figure out how much I expect to get. Now, since we're given two different masses, we need to find the limiting reagent, because that will limit how much product I can make. So I'm going to start with one substance, 25 grams of aluminum, and I'm going to convert that into how many grams of silver nitrate I would need to react with that completely. So first step is always to change grams into moles. So 1 mole of aluminum, looking on the chart, would be 27 grams of aluminum. Second conversion, 1 mole of aluminum, and that number comes from the coefficients, relates to 3 moles of silver nitrate. Right there, the 3. And finally, change our moles into grams. 1 mole of silver nitrate would be how many grams of silver nitrate? Well, you need to add up 107.9 for the silver, plus the 14 for the nitrogen, plus 3 times 16 for the oxygen, and that should equal 169.9 grams. Notice if we check all of our units, they all cancel out, and I'm left with grams of silver nitrate. So multiplying all this together, you should end up getting 471 grams of silver nitrate. So now then the question becomes, what is my limiting reagent? Well, what we've done is we've figured out that if 25 grams of aluminum reacts with silver nitrate, and they're in the correct ratio, I would need 471 grams of silver nitrate. Well, how much silver nitrate do I have? It looks like only 145 grams, which means the silver nitrate is my limiting reagent. That is the thing I'm going to run out of. I need 471 to completely react with my 25 grams. I don't have 471, I only have 145. So that's the substance I'm going to use to find my actual or my expected yield. I'm going to take my limiting reagent, which was 145 grams of silver nitrate, and I want to figure out how many grams of silver I expect to get. And the reason I'm choosing silver is because they told me what my actual yield of silver was. So I need to solve for how much silver I expect to get. Therefore, the units would cancel out. So, same thing. Changing grams to grams. From the previous example, I know that the molar mass is 169.9 grams for every 1 mole of silver nitrate. From my molar ratios, moles of silver nitrate on the bottom, moles of what I'm looking for, silver on the top. The balanced equation says there's 3 silvers for every 3 silver nitrates. And then 1 mole of silver is equal to 107.9 grams of silver. Canceling out my units. Everything cancels out except I'm left with grams of silver. And it should be 92 grams of silver. So to find my percent yield, you want to take what you actually have, and the problem right here says I actually got 72 grams of silver. Compare that to how many grams I should get, and that's what we just solved for right here. I should get 92 grams of silver. Divide those, take it times 100. Notice the units cancel out. And you get a 78% yield. Your yield always has to be 100 or less. You can never make more than what you should get.